28-year-old is in custody, and this is just the latest in his legal troubles. He's scheduled to appear in a Baltimore Circuit Court.
Gervonta Davis walked out earlier today. That's after a judge gave him a $1,000 bond. Davis was scheduled to headline a boxing match next week in Washington, D.C. It's unknown if that's going to happen.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made you?
Gervonta Davis's career is over after a shocking downfall. Once a dominant force in boxing, his latest setback has marked the end. Fans are disappointed, and his future looks uncertain. Tank Davis ruined his career by announcing retirement at such a young age. Fans are stunned, questioning why he'd leave in his prime with so much potential left. His decision leaves many questions.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Gervonta Davis, known as Tank, began his professional boxing journey on February 22, 2013, at just 18 years old. His debut fight against Desi Williams at the D.C. Armory in Washington, D.C., ended in a first-round knockout, marking the arrival of a promising new talent in the boxing arena.
Do it again. Oh, give me the hand up. Catch your hand. Good. Catch it. Good. Good. Make sure you catch it with your hand, man. I don't trust your hand, man. You get this.
You want to do it? Want to do it? Tank first, man. You fighting that?
I don't think so.
Up around. Keep rolling. In front of. Keep rolling. Bring me one forward. Whistle for him. Ooh. Bring it to the corner. Good. Get it in there. You got to step closer. There you go. Your hands up. Do it again. Right over there.
To fully commit to his boxing aspirations, Davis made the tough decision to drop out of school. Acknowledging the value of education, he later earned his GED, showing his dedication not only to boxing but also to personal growth and development.
I went back to school. That's for me. So when I went back to school, because I dropped out because I was missing a lot of days because I was in tournaments and stuff like that, or I was fighting when I'm not in tournaments, and then it started pushing me more away from school.
In the early stages of his career, Davis benefited from the mentorship and support of established boxing figures like Adrian Broner. Broner's connections and influence in the boxing community gave Davis valuable exposure and opportunities, helping elevate his profile in the competitive world of professional boxing.
You my brother, and I see something, I'm gonna call and check up on you, see if everything right, or if it ain't right and I feel like you should be over here, I'm gonna let you know. And that's just all it was. That's my baby brother, you know, he called and shit, that's what it was, and now we here.
Is y'all relationship the same in that way? Like, cause Calvin said that yesterday too, he was like that, there was a point where he was like, when Tank first got around you, he didn't want to leave. He was like, we had to track Tank down, like, yo, where the fuck is he? Why he don't want to come back? Is it still that same type of energy like with y'all?
Hell yeah.
Cause I'm just saying, like, now that Tank is like the face of boxing, right? So sometimes, you know, when a nigga gets some clout and they get some money, it's like shit changed.
See, one thing about him, why I respect him so much, because even though he's where he at right now in the sport and in the cash cow of the sport right now, he still look at me as big bro. He still look at me as big bro, and he still respect me as big bro.
Another pivotal figure in Davis's career was the legendary Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather took Davis under his wing, offering guidance and support beyond the ring. Their bond was so close that Davis referred to Mayweather as a big brother. As a gesture of this connection, Mayweather gifted Davis a $60,000 Jeep, symbolizing their strong relationship and his investment in Davis's success.
I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was gonna give me a car and stuff like that, give me a place and all that. But he had a lot going on, you know, and I wasn't rushing him because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating, so he called me and was like, I'm about to have someone to pick you up. just be ready. So I was out eating. So I was like, okay, I'm ready now. So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. So he let me test drive this, and he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym have them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I've watched the news.
Yeah.
What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother. So he like a father figure and stuff like that. He took me in, and he been treating me good since I knew him. He been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing. He showed me like the business side and all that type stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him. And
From the very beginning, Coach Calvin Ford has been a cornerstone in Davis's boxing journey, serving as his trainer and mentor. Ford's steady guidance and coaching have been key in shaping Davis into the formidable boxer he is today. Their enduring partnership stands as a testament to the importance of trust and loyalty in achieving long-term success in sports.
Well-being as well as your boxing progress, who you have been invested with from the outset. Tank has been with Coach Calvin Ford since he was, I think 8 or 9, which is crazy. And the relationship that those two have is an enormous factor. Tank trusts Coach Calvin to give him the right advice, and that has been proven to be a good position, a good place to put your trust, because as of yet, he hasn't given any bad advice. He's very calm in the corner. He knows when to tell Tank to turn it up. He gives him understandable advice, and he gives him very simple advice in the corner. At the gym, he obviously works him hard. He gets the best out of him.
The year 2024 marked a major high point in Davis's career. His performances in the ring captivated audiences, and his popularity reached new heights. Davis's mix of power, speed, and charisma won over fans worldwide, cementing his status as one of boxing's most exciting talents. Despite his success, opinions on his standing in the boxing world vary. Some critics argue he's overrated by casual fans who may not fully understand the sport, while others believe he's underrated by purists who recognize the depth of his skills.
Fought Isaac Cruz. He was 25-0, and he fought that little dude, that little pit bull coming at him all the time. And I mean, the movement, the boxing skills, that to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene, and I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know he was one of the best fighters in the world?
like even in the fight, I knew that I had him.
I mean, everybody knew.
No, but people didn't know, like, he actually can hit, like, when his punches was like
You
hard.
felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Facts.
Really?
A point of contention among analysts is the quality of Davis's opponents. Some suggest his promotional team has strategically chosen favorable matchups, limiting his exposure to tougher challenges. To truly cement his legacy, critics argue that Davis should face champions in other divisions, particularly in the 135 pounds and 140 pounds weight classes, to prove his mettle against the sport's best.
Adriana Jimenez joined here with two-time and current WBA super featherweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta, just a couple of days away from headlining your first U.S. base card against Hugo Ruiz, originally against Abner Mares, who we wish a speedy recovery. How excited are you to get inside the ring and give us a great show?
I'm very excited, just to be back, just to be back in the ring, give my fans a great show, even the fans all over a great show that's turning in on Showtime. I believe that I will have a great performance. I don't think I have a lot of ring rush, but hopefully Hugo can come in, living up to his word, and I live up to my word, and we give on a great show.
We know that Hugo's been pretty vocal saying that he wants that knockout, that he wants to knock you out. But we know that you're very confident in what you bring. What kind of fight can we expect?
Action-packed fight. Off of what he's saying, he's saying that he coming in to knock me out, so he have to bring action, to do that. So I'm ready.
Training camp been going great.
Davis's interactions with fans and the media have also come under scrutiny. His use of enthusiastic, sometimes polarizing language when discussing other fighters has been labeled as fanboy behavior by some observers.
Ah, damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In an interview, Gervonta "Tank" Davis confidently criticized Frank Martin's skills, pointing out flaws in his defense, offense, and overall technique. He dismissed Martin's power, saying it wasn't anything special. Tank argued that Martin lacks proper defensive movement, emphasizing that he never truly slips punches but instead backs away and moves around without solid technique.
That's gonna be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Cause he a good boxer, nigga. Like that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
put him on game.
Yeah. Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I touched him with 16-ounce gloves on, and he ran. Imagine if I hit him with 8 ounce. The guy is here too.
Who? What guy?
The one that
was there?
No, the one that he sparred.
Oh,
I mean the one that he fought.
Oh, Edwin. Yeah, you seen him? Yeah, I seen Edwin. Yeah, I saw Edwin in here.
Tell him rematch that guy. Now, if he beat him, then
they go.
We can get him.
Okay.
I guarantee you won't fight that guy again.
Oh, Edwin.
Yeah, I guarantee.
Okay. All right. Listen, I thought one of the other things that was interesting, you know, them 6 or 7 fights. I saw the dude Turkey Al-Sheikh. He's one of them guys now. He doing different stuff in boxing. You know the Turkish dude that putting the Saudi Arabian cars. And he said, "Yo, Tank, come over here." He was like, "Yo, you need to send 2 Ferraris before I even."
Following his victory over Frank Martin, Davis confidently called out esteemed fighters like Vasyl Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson, declaring his desire to face them all. This assertiveness reflects his pride in his abilities and eagerness to take on top-tier competition, signaling his intent to further establish his dominance in the boxing world.
He fought Isaac Cruz. He was 25-0, and he fought that little dude, that little pit bull coming at him all the time. And I mean, the movement, the boxing skills, that to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene, and I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know he was one of the best fighters in the world?
Like even in the fight, I knew that I had him.
I mean, everybody knew.
No, but people didn't know like he actually can hit like when his punches was like hard.
You felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Facts.
Really?
With Davis's remarkable achievements and rising fame, he has also faced the challenges that come with success. The increased scrutiny, criticism, and pressure of being in the spotlight have introduced new stressors, testing his resilience and ability to navigate the complexities of a high-profile career.
Best ones out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound for pound, the best ones of the crew. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the crew, to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do a left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
You're
gonna have some music on there.
Initially, retirement was not on Davis's radar. However, as he faced various personal and professional challenges, his perspective shifted. He began expressing disillusionment with the sport, referring to boxing as trash and stating that he no longer cares about titles or accolades. This change of heart has led him to consider stepping away from the ring earlier than anticipated.
Every time.
Trash.
What changed? What made you shit?
Trash, garbage. I don't care about belts and I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about none of that.
That's why I don't want boxing more.
When you start losing your love for boxing, what happened?
I want to do therapy, right? It will lose the fire that I have inside me. Better.
The overwhelming nature of fame and constant attention has taken a toll on Davis. He has become increasingly aggressive and vocal about his desire to retire, emphasizing his need for relaxation and therapy. At a relatively young age, Davis acknowledges the importance of mental health and the necessity of stepping back to focus on his well-being, even if it means leaving the sport he once loved.
Everyone to see, on whether it's on social media, whether it's the comments that are being made by both men. Gervonta Davis reacted to, Floyd Mayweather explaining why he did a press conference on the same day that, Gervonta had a press conference, and he said they offered him $1 million for that particular press conference, and Michael Benson reported this, and Gervonta Davis quoted the tweet and said "lol" on top of it, because Gervonta Davis apparently was quoted saying that it doesn't matter how much money a man has, he can still be jealous. Like, why Floyd would be jealous of Gervonta Davis? Gervonta Davis, I like Gervonta Davis. I think he's a very exciting talent, very good fighter.
He was telling me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So it's always there'll be love for.
Observers have speculated about the reasons behind Davis's contemplation of retirement. Some believe he may be experiencing boredom after facing and defeating many of the opponents he set out to conquer. Others suggest that the pressures and demands of the sport have led to burnout, prompting his desire to step away.
In the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside. So I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere. Some people just go away and be...
For you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like, day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym. And
regardless of the cause, it is evident that Davis is grappling with complex emotions as he considers his future. Despite his inclination toward retirement, Davis has expressed a desire to face 3 specific opponents before hanging up his gloves.
How do you feel about Floyd and Tank beefing online?
I seen a little bit. Yeah, I like both guys, so it's like, I know Gervonta has his issues with Floyd, and Floyd has a big ego where he wants to be the man on top, and Gervonta's trying to get on top, but it seems like he has to get from under Floyd because Floyd's a big man. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard. It's kind of. It kind of reminds me of me and my son. Like, I kind of like got myself away and let him do his own thing and let him have his own glory, his own, his own glory, his own life. You know what I'm saying? So me being there all the time will shadow over all this stuff. Sometimes, not intentionally. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not trying to be like, I don't care about the Eagles. I want him to be the best, but me being too close to him all the time takes away a little bit of his shadow, a little bit of his shine. So I need to be, I'm still gonna tell him everything he needs to know. I'll get in the ring with him, spar with him, do all kinds of stuff. But he has his own coach, he has his own manager, he has his own team, he has his own family, he has his own, his own stuff.
While he has not publicly named these fighters, fans and analysts speculate that he aims to solidify his legacy by taking on the toughest challenges before retiring.
What do you think is the minimum weight of someone that could beat you in a fight?
Minimum weight?
Yeah, say someone's like 250.
Yeah, probably like 250, 220 or some shit like that.
With no experience?
Yes, sir.
Someone with no experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hell no. They gotta have experience to beat me.
No, but like a 300 guy, no experience. You think
I'm whooping that ass.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, and until next time.